What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Stronghold Crusader 1v1 with Crusader Pillars mod. As always, the installation link will be in the description below. That is the link to the tutorial video on how to install it, as well as a link to Crusader Pillars channel. As always, go check them out. Today, though, we are going to be watching Lionheart, who's had a very good rework. Probably my favorite version of Lionheart I've ever seen anyone do here, between the community patch and Crusader Pillar, versus Bear, someone who I think might be the most powerful lord here in this game. But if you think some people had a bad early game, you guys are in for a treat. He will not buy a troop for just a fat minute here, and Lionheart has maintained his early game tenacity, if you will. That's something we've seen in the community patch, and look at him pushing out double catapults here, able to launch against the wall, drop these towers quite quickly. The Bear's gonna need to get something up and going here pretty quickly. He plays good defense for not buying troops in the beginning, but would love to see it here. Now here come in some crossbow here just in time here as Lionheart throws out his first thing here, battering ram straight to the gate. Can the Bear hold off here? Bought troops right in the nick of time. Does he have enough swordsmen up by his king? He does. Able to hold off here. Lionheart fully up and running here. Look at this stunningly beautiful castle. I just love it. I just love the interior towers. There's even a design I like more. It's like a smaller design, so we probably would not see it in this map. But it's like he's got 4 towers and they're all so close around his keep, and it just feels so Lionheart-y. Simply because the way I see Lionheart is he's just bred for war. Like that's what he knows, that's what he's good at. So for him to prioritize, being able to have a fallback point, that just makes so much sense to me within his character profile here. The thing about Bear is he will not go negative or positive with that economy. He utilizes everything, religion as well as alehouses, and I'm sure he gives his peasants a little something maybe extra to eat here. He does produce quite a bit of bread. As I say that, he's out of bread. First attack here coming over from him. Never smart to let Bear get up and running quickly here. Something to note, Lionheart also able to get some knights here. He's got 8 out. We'll use those for defense. Also, I believe we'll do just a little bit of raiding here with those. Bear's first attack here, able to hammer on these walls and get inside. Unfortunately for him, he's going to have a very big fight when he gets here. Lionheart also +2 on these troops. Definitely something to behold here. Simple castle here for Bear. Simple in the terms that there's not really any traps. What you're seeing is what you're getting, I guess you would say. He does get the moat in front, but that's really nothing special. He's just got thick walls and gatehouses. He's not doing anything crazy special about it. There's no attack dogs, and there's no pitch. Excuse me. He's got good siege defense, and overall knows how to run a pretty tight ship. Also will get knights, which is very cool to see as well. Look at those swordsmen. I love those models of swordsmen. I mean, when you grew up seeing the Stronghold Crusader ones, the change is nice. Change is very nice. Here, as he already busts into this castle from 2 different ways here. All-out skirmish here. Lionheart able to fend that off pretty easily. Did take heavy damage to his castle. Is going to be able to repair it, though. Is getting just a ton of iron in right now. Just an absolute... just an absolute ton here. Same with Bear, though. I mean, look at the iron these guys are bringing in. And Bear, too, with that stone. Jesus. How many oxen does he have? I mean, if you look, none of it's stacked up. Like, this is balanced incredibly. He's got to be making so much money off of that. And he's bringing in, I think, just enough wheat to feed his people. I'm not sure his people are really getting anything extra, if anything at all. He might be selling all of that bread and just living off those +8 from the alehouses, taking the -8 from the granary to do that, and only taxing his people on religion. Small tax, but He's got other stuff he can produce here. Straight trebuchets off the attack here, unleashing for the monsters. I mean, that's pretty devastating. It is a swordsman and um, crossbow combo here has already made it inside. Gonna be a fight for the lives here. I mean, it's just gonna be a ground brawl. Bear's troops able to push through. He's able just to create so many more swordsmen and shut down the Lionheart. Great fight here. I mean, that really just was a melee battle through and through. And there it is. And that's the difference between the tier 4 lords and a tier 3 lord like Lionheart. Look at that eco difference. That is incredible. 70,000 gold to 40,000. He was just able to produce so much more. We hadn't even seen Lionheart get one swordsman, which he does if you were wondering. It's a little bit later in the game there. He usually does pike in the beginning, and then we'll start to incorporate some more of those swordsmen. Look at this KD as well. I mean, that's wild. You gotta remember that Lionheart's troops also had a +2 on them. The last time we checked, I think that may go up to a +3 once his castle's fully up. But wow, I mean, what a great KD. What a good first showing here from Bear. It's simply incredible as as a first showing. Let's go ahead and jump over into the bracket. We are in the bracket, have updated Lionheart and Bear. We have officially finished the first round here, 8 games. We will move on to round 2 with Bear versus Snail being that first game. Oh, yes. Look at this. Wolf versus Inquisitor. That should be such a good game. Both, like, both just great lords. Immediately what popped in my head is how early the Inquisitor got off the ground. I'm wondering to see if Wolf can handle that. But let's go take a look at the current table here now that it is done. So Bear in first, tied with anyone else who won. So these lords here, Pig coming out the win, Scorpion, Elfinde, Hyena, Inquisitor, Saladin, and Robber Knight. I mean, it's a pretty good mix of old lords and new lords, Saladin and Pig, representing here significantly. Let's hope they can keep that going with most of our old lords falling just a little bit behind. But yeah, what a very exciting first round of our tournament. This should get a little bit more developed as we go on and further. Remember, this is only a 1v1. Obviously, things just get a little bit more situational when you're playing, 4v4s, 3v3s, stuff like that. But as always, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.